I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. We got Smoking Jim Frazier, Chip the Prophet Hayner, and you can watch us on Verizon 32 in the area, only on Comcast 7 in Bethel Park. Of course, you can watch us on YouTube, and then check out our page, Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. Wow, there's a lot of drinking going on. Maybe they're going to drink that health drink that our guest last week brought in. It put me to sleep before the end of the show. I don't know what happened. Mario Tempest with Mona V. And the Red Sox won because of that. So I heard.
It's been an amazing weekend in sports, and unfortunately the Pirates got knocked out of the playoffs last Wednesday night, but the playoffs have carried on in the National League Championship Series. It looks like the eventual World Series champion, St. Louis Cardinals, taking it to the Dodgers. They're up 2-0. They've got Adam Wainwright pitching tonight against the Dodgers. I predicted a sweep by the Cardinals over the LA Dodgers.
Wow, 4 straight wins.
Yeah, we've got the first 2 games of the American League Championship Series, and Lightning struck in Boston last night, not once but twice. You know, the Boston Red Sox were down 5-0 in the bottom of the 8th inning, tie the game up on a grand slam by Big Poppy, win the game in the bottom of the 9th, and over in Foxborough, Tom Brady pulls a little magic out of his hat and throws a last-second touchdown pass because the New Orleans Saints decided not to go for it, and they could have eaten up the clock because New England didn't have any timeouts left. So Brady showed them what happens when you give them some time on the clock. He beat them. But another thing I'd like to mention about this sports weekend, if anybody watched that football game on Saturday night, Penn State took down Michigan. Unbelievable football game, and a big feather in the cap for Bill O'Brien and the Penn State football team, doing great things up there. And I'm sitting here thinking, with all the scholarships that they're not allowed to have up at Penn State. I hate to say this in this country, but Penn State were to play Pitt right now, they'd run him right out of the stadium.
Wow.
Now, my last shout out, I want to congratulate all the people that are Houston Texans and San Francisco 49ers fans, because these fans have shown what the definition of the word class means. Houston Texans quarterback gets sacked yesterday, is laying on the field injured. The physicians are attending to him, and Houston's fans are booing their starting quarterback, who's taken them to their only playoff games ever. And that's just such a class act, but it's not to be outdone by the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are playing the Arizona Cardinals, and a young gentleman for the Cardinals is injured. He's laid out on the field. He's being attended to, and he has to get carted off the field on a stretcher. And the San Francisco fans found it necessary to do the wave while this guy's health and well-being were in question, and he gets carted off. So, stay classy, San Francisco. Stay classy, Houston. I appreciate your efforts. That's what's on my mind now.
Thanks, Chip. Appreciate it. I did miss the Penn State game, and I was glad I heard it. We were doing another event at the time, so we did miss that. And Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind today?
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. And if you want the green, you got to see Levine.
Thanks.
I like to start off each and every show by giving a shout out to my main man, Dan the Man. If you want some coffee, Dan makes the best coffee on the planet. If you haven't done so already, take care of your bartenders and waitresses. Brandy and Kelly wave to all your fans.
Oh, to get them on film. Don't let them get away like that.
And do yourself a favor, if you haven't done so yet, grab a menu. I was in here yesterday, and I had the best meatball hoagie ever had in my life, and it's because of the chef. The Chef Pete is in the back. Always want to thank the owners, Mark and Tina, for having us here each and every week. They make me do it. They make me do it. Gateway is still undefeated. Hey, my good friend sitting next to me, Chip Hayner, who has the most beautiful wife on the planet. But before the season started, Chip said that the Pittsburgh Pirates would do great things this year, and only have one thing to say. The St. Louis Cardinals beat a really good team. Everybody, one more big hand for the Pirates. Everybody that knows me knows my favorite pirate of all time is Andy Van Slyke. Currently, my favorite pirate is Pedro Alvarez. Pedro's not the most valuable player. He's not the most valuable person, but he is the most valuable Pedro, and I think the Pittsburgh Pirates deserve a parade. Hey, listen, with Obamacare, I'm not sure if city government has enough money for a parade, but if Christopher Columbus can discover America, we can discover enough money to have a parade. Hey, listen, can Nate Harper write one more check? Where's the mayor? Is Luke Ravenstall living in the basement of Todd Haley's unfurnished Upper St. Clair home? Hey, listen, if you haven't noticed already, I am a black man, and we love parades. Bring in the Grambling Band, bring in Southern Band, bring the Gap Band back, American Band's there. We haven't had a parade since Hines Ward won Dancing with the Stars. Hey, listen, Pedro Alvarez is a very quiet man, but I think Pedro and his teammates need to start singing like the late Luther Vandross. We deserve a parade. Only got 3 words. Hip, hip, parade. Hip, hip, parade. Hip, hip for Pittsburgh Pirate Parade.
You forgot about Bootsy's rubber band. That's old school.
Hey, thanks, Smoking Jim. Let me just take a second to be able to hear again. This parade stuff you said, I agree with you on most things, but I disagree totally. Just because we broke a streak of 21 years of losing, you don't have a parade in Pittsburgh unless you win a championship. Now, I don't know when we've had the last parade unless it was for war heroes. And if these guys were in a war, they sure don't look like they're in shape to fight anybody, except maybe that meatball hoagie. Only if they come to Sip Sports Bar. So no parade. Hip, hip, hooray. I'm happy for him, but that's no parade. And what I wanted to talk about is we were at a great event. I don't know if you can see this, but the Rod Sulka Lightning strikes Greentree second. There were some great boxing matches there. Smoking Jim. We're going to bring on a boxer later on in the show after halftime, who you have to watch the video. I posted it up because Aaron Ward blasted it out everywhere. I don't know if it's going viral, but it's close. It's a Jason Bergman boxing match. Even Chip was amazed. When I come in here early, he was saying that was great. I said, you had to be here to hear the punch. You actually heard the punch, and then you heard, you know how you always hear, I did hear that. But we'll get into that when Jason's on board here.
That ref should have never let him get back up.
Well, no, he got up on his own. He had all heart.
That's why they have 8
And they had Buster Douglas looking at him in the corner. You know his trainer's Buster Douglas.
Yeah.
You know he's a big man.
Oh, yes, he is.
He got up just because of that. But I wanted to show a couple things with SLG Entertainment. And then there's this little company that's growing every day. It's called Brenner Contracting. They were unbelievable with security. They were handling everything else there, including these programs. And then by chance, I don't know if you can pull in on this, it's in black and white. It's not the usual color that we have, Smoking Jim, with the logo, but we could show that later. But Pittsburgh Sportsline was there. And then our launch party, for all of you that don't know about our launch, if you go to Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, you'll see this magazine launch. Come to Savoy, 2623 Penn Avenue. I don't know the zip code there, but it's a couple blocks away from the Spaghetti Warehouse. We're going to have about 150 people there, and Smoking Jim just told me 20 more of his closest friends and girlfriends, because he's not dating anymore. They'll be there too. So all of you ladies that he said, you're my favorite and you're my sweetie, come on out to the launch. I want all of you there. I want all of you there.
He means it to every single one of you.
And what's on my mind is the Steelers. Because any team, like I spoke a couple weeks ago, that has to have a team meeting among players to have all the rookies not play ping pong, shuffleboard, and tiddlywinks. Tomlin showed that he is a coach. He went in and said, nobody gets to play any of these extracurricular games in the clubhouse. They're all gone. So they got mad and won a game. Go Steelers. Kelly Wallace Ventrice from Kelly's Boutique, by special demand of her fans all over the area, especially
buddy.
Brookline, Dormont.
Welcome back, Kelly.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hi.
Hi, welcome back to the
Jimbo.
show.
You smell good.
So do you. Nice to see you. Well, on that note, I want to say big V to Black and Gold Zone. I think they did great. They have some veterans on the team, but they have some young recruits, so it got them to see that there is a victory.
Have you been studying?
No, I'm not studying. I watched the game. How about you? I see you with your big folder right there.
Hold
Big
it.
folder right there.
Hold it. Wait a second. I'm studying.
Oh, I know. You've
Here,
been
can you
studying.
hold this up a second?
Yes,
That's what I'm studying.
I just joined the team here, and
You don't have to read it. They know what
my
that is.
business is going to be in that magazine. Well, anyway,
Whoa, there's one of our newest advertisers.
yeah,
There you go.
just advertisement.
We also have Mona V with Mario Tempest signed up.
All right, all
We
right.
got Bill Boyce just signed up.
All right, my
Yeah,
main
Bill.
man.
All right, Bill.
We have Chuck Bonasort
Hey,
with
Chucky.
Pittsburgh Stop.
Chucky.
Hall of Famer.
They signed up, and I can't mention the owner
I'm
of
number
Sips. Hold it, I can't mention the owner of Sips' name, but this will be in our magazine for an ad. And we have about 5 other people that I've signed up over the
Yeah,
last
you should
week.
give some freebies.
And then Kelly just signed up right now. We got the contract, inked it. It's a little
Signed,
wet.
sealed,
You
and
know what?
delivered.
I got to use.
Don't even go
Use
there.
that
Wait
green
a
pen.
second, it's clean. It's clean. I got to clean my hand. Brenner Contracting just joined up to advertise in the magazine
Right.
too. And I want to thank everybody for the great support. Now I'm going to let Kelly talk, and I was only teasing her about
Hey, I
studying.
know,
She's a sports
Hey.
nut. She works at Console Energy Center.
Yeah, tomorrow's a big Penguin game, everybody.
She works at Heinz Field.
I'm everywhere.
She is unbelievable.
Well,
Tell us what's going on.
Well, on another note, I'd like to bring up, I think the Buccos somehow, some way, need some recognition for this year. I agree with Jimbo right here. They
No
did
parade.
fantastic.
I gotta
They're winners
disagree.
in my heart. So they're winners, and we should all do something as the city of Pittsburgh.
How about you have
Get
a
stepping.
party? How about you have a nice party at Heinz Field? Because then you can fit anybody in a bigger stadium. Get out of PNC Park, then she can serve them drinks at the bar at Heinz Field.
I
I'm
might be
trying
going
help
to the
Kelly.
party. I might be going to the party.
Let's
so-
have the Steelers support the Pirates, because I haven't seen a lot of that. I don't know if something's going on there, but why don't they support the Buccos a little more?
I agree with you.
Okay,
I totally
thanks.
agree.
No parade.
Wanted to tell you on another note, Heinz Field unfortunately has all these crazy laws.
NFL.
And
It's the
I'm
NFL.
sorry.
Heinz Field doesn't
Thank you,
want to do
thank
it.
you for
The
correcting
No
me.
Fun League.
Yeah.
I have the bags of Kelly's Collections Boutique,
I'll hold that for you
the
there.
home of the Black and Gold Zone of
Wow.
Brookline Boulevard.
Oh, that's sweet.
Chuck Bonasort,
yeah.
look at these.
Here we go. Raise the roof, everybody.
Kamikaze Kid
Raise the
likes
roof.
it.
Yeah.
You see him?
Kamikaze
Did
Kid.
you meet him there? He's all the way in the back with Mark.
Hey, how you doing
See
there?
that jersey there? Kelly, just
Yes.
look up to the right there.
Oh, whoa.
He's
I need your
He
autograph.
was Tony Dorsett.
Definitely.
he ran with Tony Dorsett.
I love it.
That was his roommate.
Awesome.
These are the things we teach you on our show.
That's
Thanks
wicked
for-
awesome.
Thanks
Great.
for coming back. And how much for these?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's NFL licensed. This is $12.95, and
You
we
can
got.
see that. See, It's
You want to
quality.
get, and you want to get in a little style of a ladies crossbody bag right there,
Wow.
and that's $8.
You
And
ought to call
another
those
thing,
Hollywood bags.
yeah, Hollywood. Yep, on the boulevard.
He lives on.
Sure. Okay, another thing I'd like to touch base.
What else do you have here?
Well, let me see here. I don't have it, but I'm in the. I donate to Susan Komen Foundation. Save the
with Pink?
Tatas. Pink, a lanyard, which is.
You're not going that with
Yeah.
that event that's braless, are you? Because I heard rumors there's this braless event. Oh, I missed it.
Think pink.
That was yesterday.
Well, we have lanyards.
I'm always a day late.
pink
$1 short.
for Susan Komen.
$2 today.
Women were wearing sweaters all over.
The biggest thing I'd like to touch base on tonight
Oh, that's
is
sweet. That's sweet.
custom made Steeler wristlet. It goes in a lot of we could do.
Wow.
It's awesome, wicked awesome.
Let these guys check
Go
it.
ahead, you might want to use it.
They're gonna get gifts from
Hey.
wives, girlfriends.
It's very
Smoking Jim
inexpensive.
has so many girlfriends and godchildren. He might keep you in business for a year.
Hey,
How much is that price again?
$40, and if you use your breast
Hold it,
cancer
bring
color,
this up. Whoa.
$5 Kelly Cash with 2 Ks.
John, focus in on that. Wait till you see who's on a $5 Kelly's
Myself,
Cash.
your one and only.
Tell the people.
Kelly
Look at that.
Ventris, 616 and a half Brookline Boulevard, home of the Black and Gold Zone.
What phone number? Any phone number?
412-892-8750. Thank you, Alan.
And repeat that again, because you know I'm hard of hearing.
Oh, I
of
know
Smoking
you are.
Jim. I can't hear a thing you're saying.
412-892-8750. We are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 6, and Sundays, 11 to 2. Come watch NFL games with me. I'll be right there on Sundays as well.
You know what? She has a nice flat screen TV. And
Yeah, yes.
Definitely. And she has dresses that Marilyn Monroe.
They flip the one that
She was trying to sell a lady. God bless her. She was 85 years old.
was.
Looked beautiful. And
Calvin
she goes,
Klein.
she was dressed up. How do you even say that? The fancy couture or whatever it is. How fancy.
almost like a
schmancy.
Donatella Versace.
There you go. Well, I don't even know all this stuff.
I think you know.
She almost sold her on a Marilyn Monroe dress, the one where it blew it up over
Yes.
the vents.
7-year itch, baby.
So I think she sold it yesterday.
To be honest with you, I did sell that dress.
There you go.
And
I
it's-
was there. She's the best. Nobody's better on that.
You're
I
right.
didn't think
Yes,
it was
you're
even
right.
for
Hey,
her.
I'm having
Way
a
to
me
go.
day. But it's great to be on this show. I love it. I love you guys, and I really appreciate you having me back. And let's go black and gold.
All
All
right.
right, let's go black and gold.
Kelly, thank you again.
Thank you again.
You're welcome back another time.
Hey, right.
Next time you have a sale or something,
Kelly, a pleasure to have you back.
Hey, let's raise it for everything.
Absolutely.
Gotta
All right.
still think about those, everybody.
I'm happy the Buccos won. Let's go Bucks. 2014's their year. World Series time. How about that? What else do you
One
got?
little note, I am on the Brookliner the whole month. This is my page.
Hold it. Let's you sit and
Okay,
relax.
yeah, okay.
I showed this
Hey.
on our Tuesday night show. We do these shameless promotions, and we especially are fond of your deals and the Kelly's
Thank you.
Cash.
And I want to tell
I
you.
want to hold 2 more Kelly Cash so I can
Yeah.
pass those
Oh
out
yeah.
to some
Let's do
people.
Breast Cancer Month, Cash.
Yeah.
Stick to your fingers.
No, I'll pass them out.
Another thing I want to tell you.
I'm glad you stuck around.
I love
Come on.
it. Real quick, I'm famous for the rosary bracelet. It says that in my article. My grandmother always says you should have time for God each day, and this is a rosary bracelet, and it means a lot. And I had it blessed. It just is a big thing to me for rosary bracelets, cross bracelets, and infinity bracelets. So yes, okay.
for
Thanks
sharing
again.
that. No, I
you get to keep
appreciate
one
it.
of these, please.
I'll
Yeah.
show it again tomorrow night on the show.
I would love that.
Tune in to Verizon 32. Tell your friends and buddies because you got 10,000 of them.
Oh,
And Kelly,
And-
check in on tomorrow night at 7 o'clock because I'm going to do my year-end wrap-up of the Pirates season.
nice. Way to go, Chip.
Pittsburgh Sports Line.
Like me on Facebook, Kelly's.
Well, that's what I
Collections
want to
Boutique.
get to. Not only like Pittsburgh Sportsline on
Oh, yeah.
Facebook, but you got to help this Kelly's Boutique. Kayla, I see you're injured. First, tell everybody who you are and then how we met. Okay, because that was a special day for all of us.
I'm Kayla, and we met at the Pittsburgh Pride boxing competition because he
Right.
was the announcer and I was the ring girl. So we kind of had to work together to figure out what round it was.
Yes, and I kept telling her, you know, what round it was because I learned from Andy Sebastian that it's round number 2, and I only made 2 mistakes all night.
It scared me though. I was like,
Right, because that was your first time as a ring card girl.
yeah, first time, and I didn't fall on my face at all until I went running, and then I fell on my wrist.
And the other thing about it, Jose Carabello put it on, Howard Swimmer. He actually escorted you into the neighborhood here because he's a trained killer now. Jose has been teaching him how to box. Wow. And this guy is lean, mean fighting machine. And he brought Kayla here. So we appreciate it. Tell people what you're doing. I know you're going to school. Tell them where. And we do have, if you look at that shirt there, is that the school you're going to?
Yes, I go to Pitt.
When do you graduate? That's what I want to know.
I'm a senior, so I'm graduating this year.
Okay.
So I'm doing an internship with Active Pittsburgh, and
You can move up a
it's
little.
a website where you can just go on and you can find different events and activities in Pittsburgh.
Did you know about our launch?
No, I did
You didn't
not.
know about our launch. At Savoy, you know you're welcome to come to our launch. It's free. It's
Oh,
a
I'll
free
be there.
event for our magazine. Well, sign up. You're savvy enough to do it. This is another first on Bethel Park TV. We scoop the What's Going On in Pittsburgh website. Tell them what the website is so they know. And we'll have to get better with getting a hold of you to put this stuff out there.
Yeah. We can
How do
work
they
together.
go? What website?
ActivePittsburgh.com. You just go on the website, and it's kind of an archive of all of the different activities, everything from boxing to rollerblading to running. And you could just find your thing, and you go straight to the website. There's no hassle, so it's really easy to find things to be athletic and active.
Great.
Hashtag be active. It's our thing.
Hashtag be active. I'm learning to use that hashtag.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's pretty cool. What else do you do? Do you have any favorite teams that you watch? Any sports? Because you know this is our sports show here, so I got to ask you one hard question.
My favorite sport to watch is football, and actually I watch more Peters Township High School football than any other football because my little sister's a cheerleader. So I go to see her, and I end up watching the football game. So
That's great.
That's
Jason,
fine.
Jason Gilden used to coach there.
High school football is much more enjoyable to watch than the pros if you really like the sport of football.
and the band too, and the
Well,
cheerleader.
only,
right,
only
the
when your
band.
sister's there in the band.
Yeah.
And my children were on the Bethel Park band
Oh
also
yeah.
during football games, so I
best
followed a lot of that too, and rain and everything else.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It
Definitely.
just hypes you up.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt. What else is going on? You got to finish school.
Finish
You got the
school.
website here, Active Pittsburgh.
I've just been trying a different route with CrossFit lately, and they really
Oh,
helped
let's show
me.
how you're doing one-armed CrossFit. I never
Integrated
heard of this.
Fitness is so nice in the South Side. They just do everything around you. They're helping me with one arm, so everyone should check that out. It's really nice. They just cater to you so much.
Well, tell them to come up here. They can be a guest, and we're looking
Yeah.
for some advertisers, so we'll help promote them that way.
Yeah.
Kayla, it's a pleasure. Tell your
Thank you
dad I
so
said
much.
hello. Tell Scott I said hello. We
I
met
will,
him.
definitely.
It's a small world in Pittsburgh. I tell people it's not 6 degrees, it's 2 degrees. I met him at Jessica Lee's Entrepreneurial Thursday on a jazz networking event. So that's
gets
how I
around
met
a
your
lot,
dad.
yeah.
Well, we don't want to talk. What happens there? No, it's everywhere.
there.
No, it's everywhere. But hey, it's been a pleasure.
All right, thank you
You get
so
healthy
much.
and take care. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
showing up. Now, this gentleman I met at Jessica Lee, I know we're dropping her name like crazy, but we were on the show, Smoking Jim and I, Zach Brenner, Alicia Rector, and Al Levine, the Talking Machine. I was there. And I met John, nice young man. He's doing a lot of great things in the community. So welcome to our show.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
it.
he's right from Mount Lebanon. For all you Bethel Park people, he's doing a lot of good stuff.
Jim, nice to meet you, John.
Tell everybody who you are.
So, yeah, my name is John Goldschmidt, and I recently moved back to Pittsburgh. I'm from here originally, and I got involved with a nonprofit, and it's a little bit off the beaten path, but it is sports related. And
That's
what it
why
is-
you're here.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah. So it was established in 2009 by a guy named Kevin Dugan, who's actually now the head lacrosse coach at Wheeling Jesuit. And what Kevin wanted to do was harness the energy and the passion that student athletes who play lacrosse have, and also and give them an opportunity to learn a little bit about the developing world, do some good in other parts of the world, and also help grow the sport of lacrosse. So Fields of Growth is the name of the organization.
How do they get a hold of it first? Because we'll talk about it again.
Sure.
How do you get a hold of you?
Yeah, Fields
Lay
of
it
Growth.
out there.
Okay, so Fields of Growth, you can go to fieldsofgrowthinternational.org. Also, there's a campaign that we're doing right now trying to bring a team from Uganda, the first African team, to the World Lacrosse Championships next year in Denver. It's called Dream 2014.
Congratulations.
Dream2014.org. And it's really something that will what the organization is doing is really changing the face of the sport, and also trying to and also will do a lot of good in the world. Kevin's taken hundreds of volunteers around to Uganda, Jamaica, Guatemala.
And how long do they stay in these countries?
They stay for several weeks. There's actually a school that's been established in Uganda outside of Kampala that is about 250 primary school students, about 60% of whom are orphans attending. This was established by Fields of Growth. It's called the Hopeful School. And it's all based on volunteers and donations.
To help? How do they? Who does this?
Well, it's run by about 4 people full time right now, 4 volunteers. But we are trying to kind of. It's about time to grow out the network to turn this into something that everything.
Well, you know that I know that. That's why I brought you here to get this interest going.
Exactly.
That you got to get them excited about doing this to help other people.
Sure.
This is a great cause, and this helps America actually, and how we're treated in other countries.
It'll help break cultural barriers through a common denominator of sport, because sports are something that's universal worldwide.
This is what John and I were talking about. To get the opportunity. And this is not only seen on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook, which Aaron alerted me, it is 762 likes we have. John's on there too. He did like us.
That's right.
And we're reciprocating, so we'll put links up. This show will be up on Pittsburgh Sportsline Facebook in a couple days at least. And we'll put it up with all your information. You'll do that later.
Great.
And then this will be on YouTube worldwide. So it'll get a lot of great publicity. So any of the great information and names you want to drop or anything, you do it now, John. Here's your time.
Information. Field of Dreams International.org is the parent organization. Dream 2014 is the campaign to bring the team from Uganda here.
Any phone numbers to get a hold of people, or just through the web?
If you go to the site, you'll get all the contact information you need, and hopefully we get a lot of young. We've already had some young athletes from the Pittsburgh area involved, and hopefully we can get more people and just raise more awareness and do some real good in the world. And
that sounds great. I'm glad you could make it.
That's amazing. That's actually absolutely amazing.
Yeah, hopefully it's a little heartwarming story here for a Monday
very,
evening.
very noble cause.
Well, we're going to have you update us maybe in a month or so or before the holidays.
Absolutely,
And you come back and give us an update, John, because I'd like to have you back, especially since you're back in Pittsburgh.
Sure.
Are you living in Mount Lebanon now?
I'm living in Mount Lebanon right now. A lot of, and like I said, Kevin, who is the executive, who's the started the whole organization, is right down in Wheeling, and so it's kind of like found a place here in Western PA.
Well, Pittsburgh does take the forefront of a lot of things.
It's a good place to branch out from,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, John, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You take care now.
Yeah.
Tell Kevin we wish him the best of luck with it. All right, we have our halftime show where we talk about sports that we didn't get a chance to. We have a lot of great guests, and I want to cover, in addition to the Pirates, yes, I'm happy with the Pirates. Congratulations to Nutting and his crew, the teammates and everybody. I drank that Kool-Aid. I bleed black and gold on all the sports teams we have here. Whatever one has black and gold, I'm with them. I'm glad the Pirates did well. I know Chip, chime in any time on it. You already put a few things out there, so go ahead.
And I just want to reiterate, you watch Pittsburgh Sportsline tomorrow night at 7 on Verizon Channel 32 and then on Comcast Channel 7 in Bethel Park. I will do a season summation of the Pirates' amazing 2013 campaign. We'll go a little bit more into that. But, my halftime topic right now is, Steelers got off the schneid and won their first game yesterday. And, one of the things that seems to bother me about the way the Steelers team is playing is the offense scored a touchdown on a beautiful 55-yard touchdown pass. And Emmanuel Sanders decided to take a swan dive into the end zone. And I think this is the kind of stuff that's just, kind of brings to a head the kind of problems the Steelers have. I mean, that's the kind of foolish behavior that the Steelers teams don't normally have. And then Antonio Brown has been having an amazing last few games. He's got 41 catches. But why does he have to jump up and celebrate every time he catches a pass? Okay, let me tell you something. He's a wide receiver. He gets paid to catch passes. I mean, Hey,
Chip, I got to interrupt you, buddy. I agree with you, but you know what? It's not our generation anymore. It's completely different. If you watch Madden, you watch all these sports things that these kids play, they're emulating all the fantasy sports that are out there. That's what's happening.
And my problem with what they're doing They're an 0-4 team as of yesterday.
They do it when they're 11
When you're
and
winning,
5.
it's okay. When
No,
you're
it isn't.
losing, it's not.
It's not okay even when they're winning. How about when a guy gains 5 yards and they're high fives, they're kicking around and everything, the guy gained 5 yards on the defense. So, Smoking Jim, you've been awfully quiet tonight. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, I want to thank my girl, Erin Ward. We was together all weekend doing boxing and some other things. My main man,
What did
John,
you say? Other things.
My main man, John, the intern, doing a great
Where was
job.
I at?
And Bill Boyd's got the supermodels back there. Wonder Woman and Lena. Thanks for coming out. That's what's on my mind.
Hold it. What were those other things? I was with you the whole time. Then you left, Batman. I had to go down to one of the greatest restaurants I just went to. I have to drop this name. You missed out on Enigma. Look at the picture. Enigma. It's a new restaurant. See? He speaks another language there, but 137th Street, Smoking Jim. You were there. Hey, what restaurant were you at on Friday night? Can you tell me?
I didn't see the name on the outside of the building.
There's an honest man. And he asked me for a landmark. And I said, the grill on 7th is right next door. He goes, where's it at? That's the end of our halftime show. We're done.
Champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Right, I'm going to give you some room. Jason, I want to thank you for coming to our show. I appreciate you coming here. And he's keeping a tradition alive with the belt. I know you're possessive of it, but you can point it out. And this is heavy. I've been working out because Rod Salka brought this in February when he did it. This is the NABA heavyweight champion. Tell us all the hard work you did there, champ. You can even hold it up to you. You're a big man, and that mic, I'm not fighting with you because that left was tremendous. Check out the video on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. It's everywhere.
We put a lot of hard work in, probably 8 to 10 weeks of a lot of sparring. Just putting the work in, a lot of running, a lot of sparring.
Who do you spar with? Because I'm scared of you right now.
We did a lot of sparring with Brian Minto.
I'm near the left.
Brian Minto.
Are these friends of yours?
Yeah, I'm friends with Brian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Because I'd only go in the ring if I'm a friend of yours.
Last couple 2 weeks there, I did some sparring with the Hythe with Shook.
Big Mike was just here last week.
Yeah, Shook.
Definitely.
To help with the range and the height and the reach of Douglas. So
right, because John Smith was a big guy.
Yeah.
He looked like he had about 6 inches on you.
At least 3. Probably.
Really?
Yeah, at least 3 for sure.
I just saw the video of that fight. That was an amazing guy.
About 3 inches and about 25 pounds, I think.
Hey, do you want to go through this? Just tell them your name, because I know we said it.
Jason Bergman, Ironman. Jason Ironman Bergman.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Iron Man, can I set this down?
Sure.
Okay, thanks. Woo! You know what? Hey, Brenner Contracting, I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I don't know if you've seen this, but
Holding up that
I
belt.
do a little towel. Oh, man. It's warm in here. We try to have a little fun.
Absolutely.
And you see, we're a little bit laid back, and I'm definitely not going to antagonize you.
No.
And they told me,
I'm laid back.
as tough of as a guy you are in the ring, you're the nicest guy to meet. So after the fight, I did go up to you and offer you to come on the show. And you have the most beautiful wife in the world here, Sheena.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. I'm told I'm a lucky guy many times.
You're truly blessed. You're a blessed man.
I'm told that a lot.
Well, what do you do for a full-time job?
I work union construction, pipelining.
Do you have an office you work out of or an organization? Because you can mention that. Because I was in the PPMWS 14842, local Pittsburgh Mailers 22. So if you have any verbiage like that, numbers, you could toss that out.
Yes.
Because the unions are only 6% of the public workforce, so you can do it.
Union 1058, labor union. Casper Colosimo out of Robinson.
And tell them what you do.
Is that any different from Labor Ready?
Don't hit him. Please don't hit him. I'm keeping peace because you do a great job out there. All right?
Thank you.
Thanks. Well, let's get back to the fight here. Do you want to? What were your thoughts when you went into this fight? What did you know about Buster Douglas's John Smith?
I saw him fight back in February against Dan Martz.
Okay.
I saw him go to 10 rounds with a draw, and ever since that fight, I was actually wanting to fight with him because I just knew I could.
Did you think he didn't have that much power? Because I saw him hit you early, and it didn't look like it phased you. It actually looked like it just glanced off of you, which I was sitting in the ring here, and you were at the other end.
Okay. Yeah. He wasn't as big as a puncher for his size. I mean, he had decent power, but for his size, I expected a little more. But
Well, how long did it take you to get more aggressive like that? Because I saw you just start moving in.
About a millisecond after he hit me with that right hand, I felt it just slide off me, and I knew it was just going to go in for the kill. And
Really? Because we saw it. Smoking Jim gave one of the greatest calls. Again, go on Pittsburgh Sports Line on Facebook.
He did.
He gave one of the best calls there. That's playing in your house. I heard Sheena say it's on the speakers there.
That was one of the best lefts I've ever seen. It was.
13-0.
He crumpled.
For all the people that don't know, he had a 13-0 record. We don't know who he fought, but he did have to fight some people. And there were even rumors. Smoking Jim was perpetuating those rumors that he may have had a title fight coming up. So I don't think that's going to happen anymore. You may have the title fight, my friend. That's why we're here. And you got one of your biggest fans there, Steve.
Now, does winning that belt put you in the top 15, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's an automatic.
So now you got an opportunity.
I need to defend it once.
Right.
Within 6 months.
That's
but yes.
great. That's great.
Yes.
Great accomplishment.
Thank you.
Time to go kill some Russians.
Absolutely.
No, not yet. Let them enjoy the holidays. After the holidays, you can start attacking then. At least savor this belt a little bit because I think it's awesome.
Thank you.
But I
Thank
do
you.
want, just tell the people when you were going in there, this was, you know how everybody says you usually hear two punches or two noises?
Yeah.
I did hear that. And then I heard, wow. Because when he got up, he said, wow.
I didn't get to see his face, but that's what everyone
He was
telling
looking
me.
right at me because Smoking Jim was yelling, it's over, it's over.
I did hear that. I don't know.
I don't know how he got up. I don't know how he got up.
I'm not,
Like you. You got a lot of heart,
he,
too.
He showed a lot of heart to get up from that, and it's tough. There's a lot of heart in that. Wow.
And you finished him off pretty quickly shortly afterwards.
I was surprised. I was surprised that he got up, but I could tell he was still wobbly, so I had to jump on him and finish.
When
it.
you went on him towards the corner there, you pummeled him. He was senseless. They couldn't even get him on a stool.
Yeah,
That stool
saw
was
that.
moving on him. And that's bad. When it's windy in the ring and the stool's moving, the hurricane already took care of him. So, no, it was just a great bout. I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it. I'm
I
glad you
appreciate
could
it.
make it to our show.
Absolutely. I'm glad to be here.
And we'll have you back again. You can give us an
Welcome back
update on
anytime.
when your next fight will be. And, we'd
Absolutely.
love to be there to announce it and
Sounds good.
promote what you're doing there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'd like to say thanks for all the fans and all the support from Vicksburg, all the love. Thank you.
Why don't we at least give a shout out to your trainers and your team there? Because
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
they're all important, and you can
Absolutely.
also say something to your wife there because she deserves it.
She definitely puts up with a lot from me.
I can imagine.
She definitely does. But yes, I want to thank Skeet Slivendowski and Jack Conway, my coach, and everybody else part of the team. Thanks for everything coming together.
Well said. Thanks, champ.
Thanks, guys.
Now we're going to bring up another guy who's a ring announcer, only it's wrestling. Trapper Tom is coming off the great event they had on Saturday night, the same time we were watching heavyweight champion Jason Bergman in a knockout that was heard around Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, man. That was one hell of a punch he threw.
Oh, it was. It was. In person, it was much more impressive, Smoking Jim.
I'm sure it was.
You didn't have to get all dressed up.
Welcome back.
Long time no see. Trapper Tom. Have a seat, buddy.
Welcome back, Trapper.
Thank you. it's tough following a guy with forearms the size as my thighs.
Yeah, but you got shoulders, buddy. You've got some shoulders there and a strong head.
Well,
how are you doing?
Very, very well. Thank you for having me again.
Some of the new fans that are coming on board, because we are up to 762 likes, they want to know who you are, and just tell them just a little bit, just to promo yourself.
All
then
right.
We'll go right into that.
My name is Trapper Tom. I am the ring announcer for the Keystone State Wrestling Alliance, Pittsburgh's only professional wrestling organization. I'm also a journalist for the organization and a PR guy as well. And we had our event on Saturday night.
Tell us about it, Tom.
Autumn Annihilation was our annual Halloween-themed show. Gave away contest for best kids costume, adult costume, and we also raised some money for the Susan G. Komen Cancer Fund as well.
Great.
About $125. What we did was we didn't have any set amount. People could go into the ring and get their picture taken with some of the wrestlers.
Oh.
That's one of the things that we do that's different than anybody else.
That is great.
We have great interaction with our fans. The fans can get right up with the wrestlers and have a moment with them, get a picture taken, that sort of thing.
Did they get any pictures with you in there?
I wasn't in there. I was the MC for the event, so I wasn't in
Just
in the
checking.
pictures that time.
I'm sure you have some fans.
From time to time. That's right. From time to time. And then
what else?
Mr. Puniverse Bob Atlas did not win.
Tell Smoking Jim about
He
that.
did not win.
He's outraged by this.
He returned to the KSWA after a couple of years of being injured. He did not win against Dr. Devastation, Lou Martin. However, you never
What
know.
happened? Was the fix in?
Yeah,
tell me the truth.
Dr. Devastation, Lou Martin, runs with a couple of guys. They're kind of like the Four Horsemen, kind of.
Okay.
They're called the VIPs.
VIPs.
The VIPs.
How many of them?
There's 4 of them.
Okay.
There's Dr. Devastation, Lou Martin, 5-time former KSWA champion, the enforcer Sean Blanchard,
wow,
who is also the now owner of the KSWA because he beat Bobby O for ownership of the KSWA in the summertime in a hardcore match of epic proportions. And then there are 2 younger guys, Edric Everhart and Tyler Cross, are new members of the VIPs, and they're also the tag team champions in the KSWA. And they rushed in at the end and disqualification. And the good news is Mr. Puniverse Bob Atlas had some friends that came to the ring and saved the day.
Really?
So Bob Atlas won by disqualification.
Is there a rematch in the horizon?
There might be a rematch in the horizon, and in fact, we have 3 shows coming up in the rest of the year. 2 in November, November 16th and November 23rd. Both of those are fundraisers for different organizations. Check us out at kswa.net for all the information, directions. Fundraisers, all tickets are $10 for those events. Like the Sharpsburg Volunteer Fire Department, we've had fire fundraisers for them the last couple of years, and they're always big successes.
And they come down to your arena, which
we go to theirs.
You go to Sharpsburg.
We go to Sharpsburg.
All right.
We load up the trailer.
Smoking Jim and I were just there.
We load
Jose
up the trailers.
Carabella.
We load up the trailers and go to Sharpsburg.
Okay.
And we also go into a school in Bloomfield. The name and the address escapes me right now because that's a new addition to our calendar.
I'll send it to Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. Anything that you put out there, any flyer you have, I'll post it up. Anything you have that we can show other people. Smoking Jim wants to go.
Fantastic. That would be. You guys show up, I'll give you a little shout out from the ring, I promise.
Oh, we're going. We're going.
Way to go, Trapper.
And also,
there.
FanFest is December 7th. That's our version of WrestleMania. And that's our big show.
That might be
of the
the time
year.
to go. December 7th.
Where's your big show at?
That's at the KSWA Arena in Lawrenceville, right off of Butler Street at 51st.
Tell them what it was.
Butler 51st?
No, sir.
The KSWA Arena is right behind the Sunoco station, right there on 51st at Butler Street. And the $5 ticket on FanFest.
You were telling us that before, $5. How can you not go to that? What time of the day is it?
It's at 7:30 at night. The bell time is at 7:30.
And what night of the week? Saturday night?
Saturday night.
Well, we got to mark that on our calendars.
Free parking, and that's always difficult, especially in urban areas like Lawrenceville. We have plenty of parking where we are, and it's always
How many people can go into the arena?
We had
What's your biggest crowd?
Last year we had records. FanFest usually breaks our attendance record every year.
Okay.
2011 we had a little bit over 500 people for George the Animal Steel.
Wow.
And then last year we had more than 500 people for Bruno Sammartino and Dominic DeNucci.
For Bruno. Nice. And tell them again, Bruno was inducted where first?
He was inducted into the KSWA Hall of Fame before the WWE Hall of Fame.
And that's in Pittsburgh.
That's in
hometown.
Pittsburgh.
He
his
refused
hometown.
to be inducted by the WWE
For a
because
very long time.
he had a rift
because
he
of
had with
animosity
Vince.
that he had with Mr. McMahon. As is the case in any situation, you can always
Everything's
patch things
negotiable.
up.
Sure.
And you can have, Bruno's making some appearances for them now. Last week when we were filming here, Raw was in town and they sang "Happy Birthday" to Bruno last year.
Did they?
They sang the.
Do you have a video of that?
It is online. It is, and I actually posted it on my Facebook page.
Well, then I'll have to scrape that right
Yeah.
off if I can. I'll try scraping that and putting it out there for us.
So that
I'd
was
like to.
that was very cool for that to happen.
No, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. We want to have you on before these events,
Thank
maybe
you
a
very
week or
much.
so
Yeah,
ahead
we
of
can
time.
do that. By
If you're
that
available.
by
Only
that
if
time-
you're available.
By that time, we'll have an idea who our Fan Fest is going to be this year. We don't, as of right now, we actually had somebody booked, but life sometimes gets in the way, but we're going
Sure.
to book somebody for Fan Fest.
Okay.
And we'll tell you exactly who it is.
So that's a
when we
coming
know.
attraction.
Coming attraction.
Good. No, that sounds great. I
Right.
appreciate it.
I appreciate
I think
you
we
guys
covered a
having me
lot of
again.
ground
We
here.
certainly did.
Trapper Tom, you're welcome back anytime. You just let me know who's around or what match is out there, what
Fantastic.
events. You're welcome.
I
you come back.
appreciate that. And I'll see you Thursday. at
Oh, that's
Savoy.
right.
Yes, sir.
He'll
I've
be
already
right
signed
there.
up. I've signed up.
There's another
I'll
one.
be there.
Sign up on Eventbrite. Come on out.
Please come
It'll
over
be a
and say
fun
hello.
time. Definitely.
All right. Thanks again.
Take care. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah.
Appreciate
How's
it.
working the trinkets?
Definitely.
So excited from the last time I was here. I had to come back.
Well, I see all the stuff you're posting out about us. Very nice. We appreciate it. We're sharing your stuff all around too.
Share the love,
You see
share the
that?
love, share the
Definitely. We're all about Pittsburgh. Tell them that leak, since I fumbled that all over the place. Tell me the right way to say it and enunciate this language.
Perfect, perfect. It's the North American Basketball Development League Association.
You got to say that again for him.
All
Slow.
right. North American Basketball Development League Association.
Wow. What are the-
BDL for short. Basketball
Okay.
Development League.
Okay. BDL. Because if I do that, then I'm safe.
Exactly, exactly.
Because I want to be correct on how they find you. Tell them where they can find you, because I want to get that out for you, because we have a lot of people that are interested in basketball. Okay?
PittsburghBullets.org. You can jump online, or you can go to YouTube and type in the Pittsburgh Bullets, and you can stay apt to our newest highlights.
Okay. No, that's great.
But I did want to say we had a scrimmage on Friday.
That's why I brought you up.
Two great scrimmages.
That's why I
Played
brought
well.
you up.
Won them both. And then also I scheduled a tryout October 27th,
Okay.
2013, 711 West Common Street.
Okay.
At the Youth Places Indoor Sports Complex.
Okay.
And then one exhibition November 17th. I'm bringing the Buffalo Blue Hawks to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Same place, same location, 711 West Common Street.
We'll
Youth
have
Places
to have
Indoor
you back
Complex.
before that event on air,
Yes,
just to
we
get
will.
some good airtime out there, and you can post videos on this show and blast it out. We'll share the love, as you say, out there
Exactly.
for basketball.
Exactly.
And you know that's in my heart with my family. They're all about basketball, like I told you before.
How was the week?
Good. Yeah, good week, good fight. We had all kind of good things going
Oh,
on.
I missed it. I wanted to come
You
see
should have
it.
been. That fight was great. You should have come to Green Tree.
Oh, man, I
the
wanted to
video's
see
going to be up. There's only one with Jason in the knockout. It's just unreal. You saw that.
I was watching the show. You caught me with the smack. Like,
Did I?
I want to see what that looks like. Whatever that was, I want to see what that was.
Wow.
No, I tell you what, when you see that
Wow.
left, Disney.
Well, go Pittsburgh Bullets. You're looking sharp. We wish you the best of luck. We have one of our biggest fans of our show, Mario Tempest. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Mario.
Lona V. I drank that drink. I fell asleep before I even got home last week. I didn't know it was supposed to work that way. Thanks, Mario. What'd you think of the fights? You were there?
Yes, I was there. It was awesome. It was even a little excitement in the crowd. If you see online, Zach put a little something. Him and Mike had to settle some fans down, sitting right behind me.
I heard we're going to bring him up to talk about it. You can be the setup man for him.
Yeah, it was kind of exciting. It was a great fight, and that big man fell quicker than I've ever seen anything. It was
that was amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
It's incredible.
Wow.
Absolutely.
No, definitely. You were there from the beginning, and you stayed till the end. I saw that. We saw some great fights that night.
Yeah, it was great all around. Rod did a great job, too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's a champ, 2 belts now. Did you see that picture I got down at
Yes,
Enigma?
I did. Yeah. Where was it at?
Enigma.
Did you find it yet?
ENIGMA. Great owners. We may have Kumar and Neil on
What
the
street's
show.
it on, Jim? What street's it on?
I got to thank you. We got to bring up Little Z in security.
All right.
Zach, my friend, how are you?
Z, you have a little less than 7 minutes for you.
That's all you got. That's all I got.
Hold it. You know what? It's getting heated up in here, my friend. So
I don't know if 7 minutes is enough for me in Gateway.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough of Gateway. I want to hear about Saturday Night Fight Night. Because you were there. This guy was unreal. He even had me helping string a rope to keep the people back from the ring.
I was going to help.
I was just going to say,
Jim
Smoking Jim offered to help, but as in typical Batman fashion, when it's time to work, he just disappears.
You know what? He was gone until we said, we're ready to rumble.
Hey, but the Gateway guy who leaves early never gets paid. So I picked up Smoking Jim's money from Saturday night, and I put it right in my pocket. So I got to thank Gateway for that. Leave early.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, Smoking Jim's call and Jason's knockout, that was classic. You did a heck of a job, Jim.
I appreciate that.
The city already knew how talented Smoking Jim was. They're just finding out how talented I am now. But moving forward, we got Paul Spatafore back in the ring November 30th. Jesse Lubash is going to come out here.
That's
on a
what I
Monday
hear.
night.
Hold on a second.
We got Jesse Lubash in the ring, world-class boxing. Drop the bottom part.
Why?
That's what I came to see.
Hold it. Wait a second. Here's one of the greatest advertisements that I ever saw. You see that?
Yeah, but for the record, there's a lot of Pittsburgh Sportsline in there, too.
Is there?
There is.
I want to thank you on air. There's nobody better than Zach Brenner Contracting, security, cleaning, digging holes, building houses, siding, roofs, travel, anywhere you want. Plumbing. Oh, plumbing. He won't be on Tuesday night for a while. He's still getting that paper. Jeez.
I'll be back soon enough. And all those things he just listed, I didn't print offline. Those are all legit. So.
Hold it. I got to start reading some more. That'll be in Pittsburgh Sportsline magazine. His ad. Wait till you see the ad that's coming out. It'll have everything in there.
Hey, and while we're here, there's 2 people behind the scenes that I would like to thank that are in the crowd right now. We can give a hand for Tracy and her daughter, Kendall.
I met Tracy there.
Tracy, I didn't see you.
And Kendall's almost as big as her mom.
Yeah, she's 4. She's trying to set the record for the age on the show.
I think she's a winner.
She is.
You know what? We might have to bring her up. Will you talk? Will you talk with Uncle Z here? Okay, you stay in the back. I'm not going to set the new BPTV record. 5 is the limit so far. That's my new record.
It's going to be 4. Soon enough, it'll be 4.
Did you say B4? No, it's later now. She's not B4. Later.
No, but they're great, man. They help, man, encourage me and, push me to do everything that I do that you guys see.
I understand. I didn't even want to ask Tracy any questions. She looked so tough at that table because I wasn't allowed to touch any of the Brenner Contracting or programs. I ended up getting more than one. She wouldn't let me have one. I had to be sitting at a table. That's how tough she is.
Well, I think I seen a whole bunch of them in Smoking Jim Frazier's pocket.
Is that why Batman left?
I think that's why Batman left. He wanted to put that next to his Golden Quill Awards.
I heard there's another one coming up.
I believe it.
Google.
I hope I make one of these books.
Hold it. That's a newspaper. He writes books. He don't read books. But the Pulitzer Prize, now that's legit. Okay? You can Google that, and I know you have, because you're just joshing him a little bit. So you're having fun at his expense.
He has a lot at mine, too. Fair is fair.
Little Z.
Let's give the due to the other champ that couldn't be here today that sent me in his place, Lightning Rod Solka.
With Team Solka.
Team Solka, we got it done. And I just want to say real fast to all the people that said, you're wasting your time, you're never going anywhere with that boxing. Well, guess what? We are going somewhere with that boxing. We got a 2-time champion right now. We got Paul Spadafore, Jason Bergman, Sammy Vasquez, Jesse Lubash. We got some of the best fighters in the city that wear Brenner Contracting on their clothes. So don't you forget it, and we're going to keep adding to it.
And they're coming out with a new line of boxer shorts with Brenner Contracting. We just inked the deal. I'm telling you, this is my man. There'll be boxers, men and women boxers with Brenner Contracting.
And I want to hope to see everybody out at Savoy on October 17th when we launch this magazine, Pittsburgh Sportsline, the magazine. Looking forward to it.
We're looking at about 150 people, Little Z, right now.
150?
Yeah. Come early. 150 for you in the neighborhood.
How many of them are friends of Smoking Jim?
83
All of them.
How many times did Brazil RSVP? Brazil.
If they weren't, they will be.
Here, I'll just give you a little.
Does Smoking Jim have a lot of imaginary friends?
No.
Hey, folks, tune in on October 17th to see the turnout at Savoy. Smoking Jim's predicting 150. He says he can move hundreds of thousands of books on the Super Bowl of 2014. So, hey, let's keep him honest out here, folks.
Give a little shot of
this gateway guy.
at the end.
You want to?
About 30 seconds.
All right. Well, if you want to shout out now, we're almost out of time.
Okay, hey, you know what? I want to just recognize a dark day in baseball history that happened 10 years ago today. And for Chicago Cubs fan, there is no worse word than Bartman. And that was this was
the bonehead move of the century.
All right, you got Bartman out. I'd rather forget about it because Pirate fans were doing the same thing. It was ridiculous. That shouldn't count. This is the end of the show. Thanks for watching Pittsburgh Sportsline. Little Z, Smoking Jim Frazier, Chip the Prophet Hainer. I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. Thank you for watching the show on Verizon 32, YouTube, Comcast 7 in Bethel. Hi, Lois. And Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. Good night, folks.